My name is Bob Latt. I'm from Cordova, born and raised here. I'm a member of the native village of Eyak, but I'm also a member, a shareholder of the Eyak Corporation. I never have subsistence fished. My smokehouse is how I do my subsistence fishing. I do the barter. A fisherman will bring me in a certain number of fish, and I'll give him back half, and I'll process it in my smokehouse. As my uppa, which would be grandpa, says, he said that my grandmother migrated over the Chugach Mountains, her ancestors, over the Chugach Mountains, and intermingled with the natives here. And he said, you're actually called Chugachimo. And so I'm Chugach native and Eskimo mix. That's what my uppa told me. You know, before the introduction of the non-native fisheries, the natives didn't have the access to go out in the ocean and catch the fish in the ocean. It was always when the fish came in the creeks. That's where they harvested the fish. Regardless of what the science comes up and whatever, climate change is Mother Nature. As far as the tribal effect goes, there's not many in the tribe anymore who depend on the fish streams putting food on the table. It's the commercial fleet that generally puts the food on the table, so they're catching the fish before they get in the streams. We always have a battle with the economy and the fishing. Is the fishing going to be good? Is the economy going to fail if the fishing isn't good? And over the years, I've seen where even when the fishing's bad, we still seem to get along. So it's, you know, but there's always the fact of people worried that it's all going to fail. I prefer the lifestyle I have, which is semi-urban, because I like to go to Anchorage and get groceries and whatever, but then I also like to go out and harvest meat and whatever for my freezer. So I'm kind of middle of the road with it all. So there's ready for the smokehouse. Left-hand side, so I'll go up here and I'll put it in the left-hand side of the smokehouse. Well, I showed you my process of doing what they called kippered king salmon. And I take the king salmon, fillet it on my fish processing table here, strip it up, I soak it in the brine, and hang it in the smokehouse. Generally let it smoke for 8 to 12 hours depending on the weather. And then once it's done smoking, I put it in the jars here and pressure cook it. And the jars will last indefinitely on the shelf. Copper River king salmon, hard to beat. So, but that's always been my subsistence method, was the smokehouse. I've been self-employed pretty much 90% of my life, which is I enjoy, because I can set my own work schedule. I don't have to listen to anybody other than my high school sweetheart, so who's still with me.